Oh, do you want to go to the Jets-Ravens game?
Why do you ask?
Because it's the next day, and I know you're a newfound Ravens fan.
I'm not a newfound. I'm expressing it more.
First of all, we live.
Yeah. DMV, you know what time it is, none other than the BASSLINE Podcast presented by TheEvrydywknd. I'm your host as always, Capo, feeling good, feeling great. To the left of me as always is none other than my brother, Cozy Mitt. It's fall for real out there. It's a cozy 47 or some shit.
Yeah, you know fall is here when I break this out.
Yeah, when you got that fleece and the beanie combo, and he got his eyes protected.
Man, I have had glasses for 72 hours now. What was I doing before? Like, I could see. Like, I thought I could see before. No.
I like that these are your, like, everyday frame. Mm-hmm. And they're old school intentionally.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I like that they're not, because you could have been corny and did a Cartier frame and been old school intentionally, right?
Yeah.
But you did your own thing. Mm-hmm. I like this.
Yeah.
And I hope you wear them more often.
No, I'm wearing these every day, every single.
Yeah.
If I'm awake, I'm putting these things on, bro.
Yeah, I like that.
I really.
You were so comfortable not seeing well.
Yeah, and who was I fooling? Like,
yourself.
Yes.
I mean, we saw you bumping into shit.
Yeah. No wonder I couldn't walk in a fucking straight line. I can't see.
This nigga wasn't drunk. He's blind.
Yeah.
All right. With that being said, man, this is what the BASSLINE Podcast episode 2. I want to say 286. 286.
I think that's what the notes said.
Yeah. Nah, we got a lot to cover too, man. It's a lot going on. So I want to start with what wasn't on my bingo card for this weekend. Westside Gunn versus WWE.
Shout out to the captain for breaking the news.
Yeah, so Slippers hit us in the group chat and kind of said that the WWE was going after Westside Gunn, and after further research, I found a post where Westside was going at the WWE because he was denied backstage access, publicly disrespected, and escorted from the venue, all while purchasing $5,000 front row seats. And I believe he also had, what do you call them? The booths? You know.
A suite?
Yeah, he had a suite or two. So regardless of whether he had the suites or not, Westside Gunn is a huge WWE supporter, not only with his words and his brand, but also with his dollar. Mm-hmm. Right? He's front row with paid for tickets to see one of their marquee events. Merlot in the back. I'm sorry, mamas. He's here to see a marquee event. Mm-hmm. Apparently $5,000 spent on these seats.
That has to be for the seats and the suite together. I can't imagine a front row seat being $5,000.
Why?
This doesn't seem feasible.
So I'll say this. That's the type of event this is. It doesn't happen every day.
Was this like not a major, but what is that?
Monday Night Raw.
Is this a regular Monday Night Raw?
I believe so.
If it was like WrestleMania, maybe I could see that. Or SummerSlam or some shit like that, or a pay-per-view event. But a regular Monday Night Raw, I can't. I think that's the tickets he paid for the front row and the suite together.
Maybe, and the suite conversation that I saw him having may have been about a different event. Mm-hmm. I'm not the biggest WWE guy.
Neither am I.
But what I'm saying is, that's not really the conversation here, right? Mm-hmm. We're starting with, he's there, he paid for the ticket to be
Correct.
front row. Mm-hmm. He's then escorted from the establishment and denied backstage access.
Yeah.
Now, this is a guy who's built a brand and a bit of cultural equity adjacent to the WWE.
Facts.
Right? Mm-hmm. He made it cool for street guys to give a shit publicly about WWE.
No, that's fair. Because I remember the first time I ever saw Griselda at Howard Theater on the 2 screens on the side, that'd be like up top.
Yeah.
He had WWE clip, like WWF, because that's how old them joints were. It was like fucking
vintage.
Dusty Rhodes and shit. Like, just playing throughout the whole time these niggas were rapping.
That's hard.
That's dope.
It's hard. So, obviously, Westside's a fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now, not only was he escorted out of the event and denied backstage access, yada, 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 also they're going after him for cover art, calling it copyright infringement, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, they've been doing that. And they made him switch a couple songs up because they made him take like the interviews out of like the songs.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think that the bigger story with this Westside Gunn versus WWE is really about cultural ownership, right? And who owns the thing. Like, I think WWE definitely created a thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the world of wrestling that Westside Gunn exists in, I feel like creates its own world. But one can't exist without the other.
Correct.
Right? And so we're talking about a billion-dollar, maybe multi-billion-dollar entertainment space. And
definitely multi-billion.
Licensing of IP, essentially. And extended IP.
IP is intellectual property, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, I definitely think that Westside takes IP that was WWE and takes it to a new world and a new layer and a new level.
Mm-hmm.
And it's interesting that this friction exists because prior to this era, we had Wale Mania, which still, I believe, exists, which is a Wale concert, essentially, with other artists alongside WrestleMania.
Yeah, but he worked with WWE to get that.
Correct. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So it's clear that WWE is willing, to a certain extent, to play ball with Black urban entertainers.
Correct.
Okay. So we can't just say it's flat out racism.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But I feel like, and I may be reaching, Westside has put his flag down a little more than Wale in the wrestling space. No, I don't think it's reaching. I think the argument is a weak one from the Wale side. If you were solely if we're talking about Westside.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because like Westside, the cover art, the clips in the album, all of that, it's so entrenched.
Yeah.
Whereas Wale is a clear fan, but it wasn't as entrenched in the art.
He did a whole album, Supreme Blientele, where it was just about Chris Benoit.
Correct.
And like interweaving that whole thing prior to, him killing himself and others. But it's like, yo, that's insane. Like, just to even think about that, doing that
Exactly.
shit.
And like, for me, it's like, and maybe this is a biased perspective, but it feels like the WWE needs Westside Gunn more than he needs them. And here's why I say that.
Okay.
Before you rebuttal, right? Number one, Westside Gunn puts them in a market they can never get in.
Mm-hmm.
Not vocally. Like, they could never have public advocacy from the market that Westside Gunn puts them in without Westside Gunn or someone of that ilk. Right?
Yeah.
That's one. Two, I think there's a ball drop in not fucking with Westside and maybe making the Westside Wale Mania thing a thing. Because
Westside's been at I think he's been at multiple. I don't know if he's been at all of them, but he's definitely been at a few Wale Manias.
Right. But I think the level of involvement is important in that conversation, right? How involved is he? Is he just there as an act? Is he involved with curation? He's that kind of guy. And Wale is too. I think there's a synergy that could happen there, right? Additionally, you got a brand in WWE that public facing is pretty white.
It's not pretty white. It is white.
Well, they have some black talent.
Yeah, black talent, but the leadership is all white, and they're in
and their audience,
and they're in Trump.
Their presented audience is white. I won't say their core audience is white, but their presented audience is.
Yeah, and Linda McMahon is the Secretary of Education.
Yeah, we outside. So I say all that to say, I think there was, how we got here was a amalgamation of misses where Westside could have been involved at a higher level with WWE entertainment outside of the matches.
Yeah, but you also have to take into account his relationship with AEW, which is a rival to WWE at this juncture.
But he's also just a fan of wrestling.
Yes, correct, right? But my only thing is with this is that, well, not the only thing, because you said something earlier. Even though I like your points, I still don't agree with you when you said the WWE needs Westside more than Westside needs the WWE. I don't think the WWE needs Westside at all.
I think he represents a expansion in footprint that they couldn't get without someone, if not him, someone very similar.
Yeah, but
that's a world they can't get in by themselves.
Yeah, I just don't. But it's not a world that's like, yeah, it's more people saying that the WWE is cool, but niggas not really spending money like that for real on WWE.
Why aren't they?
It's not that important to them.
Okay, so if street niggas, right, know they can go to a WWE event, buy front row tickets, and possibly rub elbows with the likes of Westside Gunn and other cats of his ilk, right?
That's a hypothetical, though.
It wasn't until this. Westside's there.
Yeah, but have they seen it? I mean, like, have we seen that actually play out? Your situation?
Yeah. It'd be real niggas down there because Westside's down there, right? So it's... he's created a openness and a draw that these cats were fans, right? So they were getting maybe like, you know, viewership dollars off of them. But now they're getting attendance dollars because that front row is becoming a millionaire's row, right? And who dominates it? Realistically, I don't really see no other genres of music as dominant at WWE events as hip hop.
Yeah, it's either hip hop or country. That's the only two.
But the country niggas don't all pull up on the same event. I don't see like Jelly Roll and...
Is Jelly Roll country? What is Jelly Roll?
Jelly Roll is dope.
I just think he's a good artist. I don't even know what genre he is. I just know he's good.
Doesn't matter. That's not the conversation.
Yeah. But I just find it, and I do notice, like, I do agree with you that Westside has had an impact on. I'm not here arguing with you on that. I'm just saying your statement was like the WWE needs him more than he needs the WWE. I think it's kind of crazy.
Because I think he represents a bigger pocket of money for them than they represent for him.
How is that the case when most of his projects include the WWE?
Because we would listen to him regardless. Whereas, like, I don't give a fuck about the WWE by and large.
Mm-hmm.
But I do be wanting to figure out some of the references he makes.
That's fair. I had a little run 2 years ago where I watched the lead up to WrestleMania and watched WrestleMania, but like that was probably it.
And then you had to tap out. You were like, yep, this is not for me.
Yeah, once I saw how that Roman Reigns shit went down, I was like, yeah, I can't get jiggy with this.
Here's the thing. I think that all of this is a reaction to Fourth Rope.
Yeah.
I think that the WWE was playing a long game with Westside. I think they wanted to involve him. However, they wanted to walk the dog a little bit more than they did with Wale.
But the thing is, though, can we really say that when they sued him?
When? Recently, right?
It was like a few years ago. That's why a couple of his older albums, like they took the skits out of a few songs because Chris Hamilton's he's like a part of the leadership of the WWE.
And I believe he's the one that's got a hard on for Westside.
Yeah. Like how what's my man from The Wire that used to hate McNulty, the white cuz.
I know who you're talking about. I can't think of his name.
The commissioner, not commissioner, because that's Commissioner Burrell, but the white man underneath Burrell.
The white man.
But yeah, so like, yeah, he's the reason why like a lot of those songs are different on like Supreme Blientel and projects from that era because
right.
he made them take all the interviews out.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying is there's impact on multiple fronts, right? Mm-hmm. But the ultimate bottom line is Westside is bringing audience. Merlot, in the back. Westside is bringing an audience that wasn't, while they were there maybe in viewership, they weren't vocal advocates. And now he's turned them into that.
Okay.
That's impactful for this brand because it's an audience that is pretty sizable that was never able to speak.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's my perspective. I don't know. I might be wrong. But we can move on because I want to talk about the Grammys. I specifically want to talk about Best Rap Album Grammy. Every year, you know what I'm saying, the Grammy nominations are going to spark debate year over year. But with this particular category for this particular year, there are albums that I think are good, but probably shouldn't be there in comparison to what the field presented this particular year.
So,
like, I think Alfredo 2 should have been in this conversation and it wasn't.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to say. Can you run down the list?
Yes.
And then after you run down the list, tell me what you would swap out.
All right, I can do that. Let's do that. Grammy, rap,
because it's easy to say, well, this should have been there, but who are we taking out of the conversation?
Nah, you not wrong. Okay, so the 2025 Grammy Award for Best Rap Album nominees are Glorilla, Glorious, Kendrick Lamar, GNX, JID, God Does Like Ugly, Tyler the Creator, Chromacopia, and The Clips, Let God Sort Them Out.
Okay.
I could argue that Glorious could be replaced by Freddie Gibbs, X the Alchemist, Alfredo 2. I think that's my first replacement.
Okay.
Secondly, I could argue that Chromacopia could be replaced.
With what though?
Wait a minute, what was the album? Fuck. So we got GNX, God Does Like Ugly, Let God Sort Them Out. I'll replace Glorious with
Alfredo 2.
Alfredo 2. Oh, Chromacopia could be replaced with Chance's album. I think so. I do. And I'm not saying that. I think Chance beats Glorious easier. And then Glorious, what did I put up against Glorious?
Alfredo 2.
Alfredo 2 gets Chromacopia out of here.
Okay. If you would have said it that way, I would have been.
I realized that. That's why I had to clean it up.
100% on board. Yeah.
But ultimately, I think this conversation comes down to Let God Sort Them Out in GNX.
Yeah.
And I think Let God Sort Them Out wins.
It has to.
Yeah.
And my thing is, I know how this works. I think Jid's album is better than both of those.
Both what?
Let God Sort Them Out in GNX.
I'll say this. That may be true, but he didn't prove it.
Correct. And that's another thing as well.
Jid has to have more gumption on the post-release rollout for us to put him in that category, put him in that conversation. Like, it has to look like you give a fuck more after.
And the thing is, his tour did well. Like,
that doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. And
tour numbers don't impact how people feel about the music.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Because the people that didn't make it in their town or whatever aren't impacted.
Correct. Yeah, and I seen both Let God Sort Them Out and GNX on after the albums drop. Both very good shows. I'm giving, like, because I know it's going to come down between those two. And, like, between those two, it's definitely Let God Sort Them Out.
Yeah, it is. It is. Like, and it's no hate. Like, realistically, I like every project nominated. They're all really good.
I think they were, like, for what...
But if I'm being honest, I would put Chromacopia last on that list.
Yeah. But for what the Grammys usually do, this is one of the better categories. Like, as far as best rap album, this is some of their better work in a long time.
They've been trying to get the urban categories right over the last, I'd say, 3 years.
They need to give us a vote at the Grammy Academy.
Me and you?
Yeah, I feel like we should.
So
what do we have to do?
We'll talk about it offline.
Okay.
Because I do know what we need to do. Yep. Because we do deserve a vote.
Yeah.
We're going to work it out.
Yeah. We're going to let God sort it out.
My man. Oh.
What other categories? So hold on. So what other categories do you want to talk about? Or
that was really all I cared about.
What about R&B?
I can look it up.
I think Kenyon Dixon got a nomination, which is well deserved. Yeah, that's all we saw. I just don't know because like I don't really pay attention to the Grammys because I stopped caring a long time ago. I really stopped caring when Macklemore won over Kendrick, and I was like, this shit sucks. I don't want to participate.
All right, so I'm gonna give you some of these R&B topics.
Okay.
I mean, awards. So best R&B performance. The nominees are Yukon by Justin Bieber.
Okay.
It Depends. Chris Brown and Bryson Tiller. Kalani, Folded. Leon Thomas, Mutt, live from NPR Tiny Desk. Summer Walker, Heart of a Woman.
Yeah, that's between Folded and Leon.
You say that. I'm gonna get Yukon and It Depends out of here, right? Folded, Mutt, and Heart of a Woman. That's a good race.
Yeah, it's a good race.
Okay. Best traditional R&B performance. We have Duran Bernard. Here We Are. We have Layla Hathaway. Uptown. We have Ledisi. Or Ledisi.
I was about to say, ain't no way you just said that.
Love You Too. We have Leon Thomas. Vibes Don't Lie. And SZA Crybaby. I'm going to say Leon Thomas, but that's because that's the one song I'm super familiar with.
Yeah, that's between Duran and Leon.
Okay. Best R&B song. Chris Brown and Bryson Tiller, It Depends. Duran Bernard, Overqualified. Kalani, Folded. Leon Thomas, Yes It Is. And Summer Walker, Heart of a Woman.
Hold on, wait.
You heard what I said.
Wait, I'm hearing all this Chris Brown.
Uh-huh.
Where's Residuals?
I don't know.
Residuals not getting a Grammy nomination is criminal. Did he not submit it?
Maybe it was last year because the single came out early, way before the album. So it might have been a 24 submission.
Okay. All I'm saying is...
But again, best traditional R&B performance is Duran Bernard, Here We Are. Layla Hathaway, Uptown. Lettucey, Love You Too. Leon Thomas, Vibes Don't Lie. SZA, Crybaby.
If this Lettucey song is the one I think it is, it's still going to be Vibes Don't Lie. But
Vibes Don't Lie like a mom.
But Lettucey, Love You Too, if that's the song I think it is, that's going to give it a good run.
Lettucey is so fire.
Spell Lettucey for me again. I'm drawing.
Nah, you. When I said it wrong, you was on my. Nah, you guys.
I misplaced the letter. That's what it was.
Yeah. What's it called?
Love You Too.
Okay, that's not on this project I'm looking at.
Yeah, I misplaced the letter. That's what happened.
It's not on that project either. It's probably on Good Life.
Yeah, no, this joint fire.
What album is it on?
Let's see.
What's the name of the song?
Love You Too. And 2 is proper English, so TOO.
There it is, Lettucey. I just want to hear what you're talking about.
Yeah, baby.
Hey. Lettucey, this is track. No. Lettucey, this track is called Love You Too. Let's go.
You have a nice beverage, a nice woman, 2-stepping in the living room.
You gotta hold one hand up like this and put the other one on the small of her back.
Just keep on away. Loving you gets strong in every
Not on her ass.
Sometimes we're going through
You start at the small and
And then you work your
but
way.
we gon' stay together.
Verse 2, you on the ass.
progression.
We get better with time. Nothing's ever good, nothing's ever good. But you're always there, 'cause you always
Shout out
love
to
me.
Lettucey, man. That track is called Love You Too. I can't get y'all too much because the DSPs are going to kick me in the teeth.
I mean, Leon's going to win. But that Love You Too record is crazy.
I respect it. So shout out to the Grammys. I'm not sure what
They have best R&B album.
I think they do.
Let's before we get out the Grammys talk, let's see what that is. Because I feel like, I mean, of course, Leon's gonna be in there, and Duran too. But I'm trying to figure out who else will be in that mix.
R&B album. All right, so wait. Oh, don't do that.
And what is a progressive R&B album? We need some better definitions.
Wait a minute. Let's just listen.
Okay.
So the Grammy Award for Best R&B Album nominees are The Crown, Lettucey, Beloved, Giveon, Tiana Taylor, Escape Room,
Okay.
Coco Jones, Why Not More, and Leon Thomas, the third, Mud. That is a crazy category.
That's a great.
But if I'm talking album, I'm giving it to Leon.
Yeah. So if we're talking album, it's either Leon or Tiana. That Tiana Taylor album was fire.
Tiana was fire, right? But there was some exits from traditional R&B.
Correct.
Where she got into her club, techno, EDM bag.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm not knocking that, but if we're talking about best R&B album, I'm gonna keep it to it's between Leon, Coco, and Lettucey.
Yeah.
Well, no, and Givion's there. Tiana's not in that category to me.
Yeah, Tiana probably should have been in the progressive.
Yeah, but I'm still gonna give it to Mutt or Lettucey.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Crown or Mutt. Giveon was pretty good. Coco was pretty fucking good as well. I'd actually put Coco a little above Giveon.
Yeah, no, Coco's above Giveon.
Yeah. But these are really stellar projects.
I think from what I'm hearing, I think they did the thing correctly this year.
No, the nominations this year are pretty fucking good.
Yeah, they did it correctly this year. I have no gripes. I won't be watching the show, but I have no gripes.
Yeah, this was kind of supposed to be a half a bar, but I think it's gonna be a little more than that. So Broccoli City made an announcement this week that after over a decade in the DMV, as the DMV's signature festival, Broccoli City is relocating to Los Angeles.
Permanently?
Seems to be.
So I remember, not to cut you off, and I apologize.
No, you're fine.
But I remember
Pause
a few. Yeah, thank you. I remember a few months ago when they announced the LA show. In November. Well, it's actually probably like next week, huh? Or it's like November something. But then all we got was the Breezy Bowl, which is just an additional stop on the Chris Brown tour, right? And I was like, something's not adding up. Because we did have Broccoli City last year because I was living and I took the metro straight from my crib. So yeah, nah. But this year we didn't have any festival. And I was like, interesting. And then they announced the Chris Brown show. And then they even canceled that and moved it to October.
Here's the thing.
Broccoli City's been downhill since they stopped letting Scooty host. I'm just throwing it out there.
That's the thing, right? I think that's a super, super duper valid thing. Removing Scooty definitely removed a cultural element. Like Scooty is the culture.
Yeah, removing Scooty, and then Damo didn't DJ, but she doesn't really DJ that much anymore. But still,
regardless, I'm gonna say this, and I don't want this to be a shot. Scooty is more the culture than Damo.
No, absolutely.
Scooty should have been there, right? That's one. Mm-hmm. Shout out to the bro. He should have been there for sure. But I feel like this particular headline is more about expectations and what we expected as a DMV culture versus what we didn't show up for. Okay? So when Broccoli City started about 10 years ago, right, we felt like we had a DMV-based festival. And there became this thing where there was a large outcry for DMV talent, acts, and etc. to be involved in this festival, right? Put us in the room. We should be able to rub elbows with type shit, right? I don't know the people that run Broccoli City personally, but what I can tell you is from what I've seen and what I've observed and what I've experienced as a promoter, a lot of these local artists tend to make more noise around the fact that they were snubbed, allegedly, than the fact that they got the opportunity they wanted.
Yeah. I have a theory about that, but I'm gonna let you finish first before.
And so what happens is we have like and be clear, I'm pro DMV. I'm pro us. But what I will say is that the Broccoli City team is not 100% DMV niggas. There are some DMV niggas and there's some niggas from outside, right? And a lot of the things that you niggas jump to might have one or two DMV niggas involved, and then there might be 6 to 8 non-DMV niggas involved, right? I need us to be very clear about what we want for our area, right? And so Broccoli leaving the DMV and going to Los Angeles, it proposes a couple of problems for me. One, it proposes that we presented that the fix in any downtrodden season was put DMV artists on here and we gonna show up. You niggas are lying. Y'all don't even support niggas that y'all should support, like Nucci. Nucci is bringing every legacy act that you could want to see to the front porch. And when Nucci shows up by his lonesome, just Nucci, y'all niggas don't show up. And I'm not saying that as a shot to Nucci. I'm saying that as a shot to you niggas. You niggas got to show up. If you want to suck dick when Nucci got fucking Jagged Edge in town or whatever, then suck dick when Nucci got a set. The same way I would tell you that if you niggas want to suck dick when Open Gym brings Stove God to town, then also suck dick when Nature Boy is performing. It's very simple mathematics. The access and the reach and the availability and all the things that you niggas reach for and wish for is available when we show up. And y'all don't, because you're very insular. It's for me only. And that's trash. It is. I'm just going to put it.
Are you speaking to the consumer or the artist trying to get on?
I'm speaking to the duality, right? Because we have a lot of artists trying to get on that are a consumer of our product.
Correct.
Right? So your first step to connecting with the artist that you want to get with woo is probably being in the room.
Yeah.
And making that dependent on us at Open Gym, the Everyday Weekend, Capo, Nature Boy, however y'all want to quantify it. Finding the importance in that is misplaced.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, if you want to be there, be there. Because what I can tell you is that none of the tickets to our shows are ever insane. Like, I don't think we've charged over
$30
to get into anything we've done.
Yeah, I think the stove ticket was the most expensive one, and it was $30.
That's what I'm saying, right? And if you didn't know us and it was just a Stove God show and you were a Stove God fan and the ticket was $30, you'd have paid it.
Yeah.
So let's stop. It is what it is. So, back to our original point. Broccoli City, while it was like, I want to say 50-50 DMV cats and then non-DMV cats, what it was bringing a lot of celebrity talent and energy to the city.
Yeah.
And y'all blew it trying to put your homeboy on, who's probably trash, doesn't have their business in order. Definitely doesn't have his business in order or give a fuck when he should. I think that's real, right? So I feel like we made a lot of noise about this festival doesn't support us, but then when it did, we didn't make a lot of noise.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even want to be on this side, but I'm on Broccoli City as a entity's vibe because we as a city didn't show up when they did what we asked them to do.
So here, as somebody who actually, the only Broccoli City I think I missed, it was 1 year and I was hurt because I was still at Eastern Shore and we had a tournament that week and I couldn't. Mm. And it was Joey Badass and Erykah Badu. So I think that was like 2015.
That was before COVID for sure.
No, it was 2015. Yeah, it was 2015. And it was my birthday weekend too. I was so pissed. But yeah, but like, I know you have that. You said, well, we didn't show out. But Broccoli City was pretty much sold out, if not sold out, every year. So what other metric are they looking for?
I think it's more than that, right? When sponsors are involved, they're not only looking for a sellout. Also, I think that the scope of a sellout in parallel to the scope of artists they had wasn't financially viable, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
So, hold on. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna let you finish before I ask my question.
I'll give you a perfect example, right? If I book Lil Wayne, let's say Lil Wayne costs right now $50,000 for the night.
Mm-hmm.
And I put him at Howard Theater.
Mm-hmm.
And I can sell 1,200 tickets.
You're not gonna make your money back.
Right. Because the ticket cost that I would have to put on a Lil Wayne at Howard Theater at 1,200 tickets
Had to be 100.
it would be obscene.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that's the sliders that most people don't think about because they're not promoters. They're not concert curators. So they don't get it. But that's how my brain works.
Mm-hmm.
I'm automatically thinking, okay, they want this much. Where can I put them where that number is still equitable based on how many people I think I can bring out for them?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of sliders in that. I think Broccoli's been playing that game, and the realistic sentiment is that LA and or California has a better ecosystem for its artists than the DMV does.
That's fair. I can believe that.
And so ecosystem wise, you can be a national artist while existing in the California, LA, Bay Area ecosystem. You can't do that from the DMV.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the issue we're running into here. Right? These acts that we would like to be in the DMV alongside our DMV legends or GOATs or whatever we want to call them, or greats. Most of our DMV legends, GOATs, and greats don't have their business in order enough to stand next to that. Like, they can't even fathom getting the proper revenue out of the situation because their business is not set up for them to do so.
Yeah. Because then if you're really thinking about it, who's at the top right now in the DMV? It's KP. And
I'm always going to say Wale.
I mean, but like, I don't count Wale just in this discussion because he's already established. He's a legend GOAT in this instance, right?
Okay. I'm following you, but I'm gonna keep keeping up because I'm not sure where you're going.
I think it's KP. Like, if you were to say who's the best right now in the city,
well, best is not what we're talking about.
I mean, as far as like who's making the most noise and it could bring a crowd out, right? I still think it's KP, right?
So you saying if Broccoli was to stay in DC,
KP's not headlining. I'm not having that conversation, but he would be the
where
top.
is he in the lineup?
4 o'clock.
On which day? That's the other part.
And that's another thing too. I think their biggest mistake was going to multiple days instead of just being one day.
Right. So okay, but we gotta deal the hand where we've been dealt.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 2-day hand. Where's KP in that lineup?
4 p.m. on Saturday.
Not 6.
He's not there yet.
And I agree, right? But then what are we doing as a culture to support an artist that we should have a 6 to 8 p.m. artist for both days if Broccoli City's going to be here?
Yeah, but then
LA has it.
They're going to put him on a smaller stage.
New York has it.
They're going to put him on a smaller stage, though.
You missing what I'm saying?
No, I agree with you.
The business part of it. They could be on a smaller stage and sell tickets.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is the nigga that we want on the biggest stage ain't selling tickets. That's a problem.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying more niggas show up to see who's on the front porch than to see Nucci. That's a problem.
Yeah. And that's a perfect example too.
That's my beef.
Yeah, no, and you're 100% correct in that. And
thank you, sir.
Nucci aside, I think our biggest problem is that we see our local art, like our, not saying local artists, but like our artists who are from here, we see them too much.
So they need to be more irrelevant.
Not be more irrelevant.
Less accessible, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, bro, if you perform every other week, of course I'm not gonna show up all the time. You're not changing your set list every other week.
I hope not.
So it's just like, it's like little things like that. Like I do feel like most of our artists here are too accessible. Like, why are you performing 3 times every month? That's too much.
Especially in this city. Like, it's one thing to perform 3 times in a month or every month, but it's like Florida, Detroit, Nevada, San Francisco. Like, they're just like different.
If you just perform 3 times in 3 different quadrants of the city, why would
4 is at that?
Yeah, why would I care that much?
I get what you're saying. You're making a point. I in closing, I'll say this. I am disappointed in us. I think we badgered Broccoli City into betting on us, and then we didn't show up.
I can see that being the case. But I could also, I think it's flawed on, I mean, people went wrong on both sides. Us as consumers for sure, and Broccoli City as an entity. They did things wrong too, right? I think 2 things can be true at the same time. Yeah. Because to be honest, 2017, that was I think 2016 was the last year that Scooty hosted.
You said 2016?
2016 or 2017. One of those 2 years.
Right. It was right before COVID.
Yeah.
Right.
One of those 2 years. I think that was the last year that Scooty hosted. And you could tell the difference of like the energy of the show. Because he did, like, Scooty is and it was around the time we had LeBron Jameson.
LeBron James.
Yeah. LeBron Jameson Scooty hosted Broccoli City one year. And
it was lit.
And that was lit. And then they went a different direction. They brought in Mouse Jones and Bacon Bear. I have no beef with
Not ours.
Yeah.
Bacon is ours, but Mouse Jones, to me, fills the same void that Scooty does. He's just not, he's a New York nigga.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think for me, like, as somebody who went to the festival damn near every year, it kind of sucked not seeing Scooty up there.
Scooty's supposed to be there. It's his festival.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I'm with that. And if Scooty want to throw a festival, I'm down to help.
Yeah.
You only get half a bar.
Let's get right to it. This is Half a Bar. All right, so first up, I'm gonna start us low so we can just crescendo out of here.
Okay.
All right, so I want to send a rest in peace to Marshawn Kneeland. I want to send blessings and prayers to the Dallas Cowboys and Marshawn Kneeland's family. Unfortunately, I believe it was over the weekend. That was the end of last week, right?
Yeah, it was like Monday or Tuesday of last week.
Monday or Tuesday of last week. Thank you. Right after scoring his first career touchdown, Marshawn Kneeland got into a police chase with Texas police. Somehow he evaded them, got lost. And when they were able to track him down, he was found dead with a gunshot wound that, as of right now, is being categorized as self-inflicted. And I think the overarching theme here is the pressures that I don't think we ever account for in conversation when we talk about a sub 25 gentleman or woman getting a professional contract, but I think it applies more to the men simply because of the size of the contract, right? And so the men are getting, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20 million dollars fresh out of college. Sometimes they haven't even finished college. Most times they haven't even finished college. And so you're putting millions and millions of dollars in the hands of someone that, for lack of a better term, is still developing.
No facts.
And expecting them to deal with the pressures of being in said league, the financial responsibility, as well as the financial target that is placed on their back. Most of these kids, this is their first time having any money, let alone a lot of money.
Yeah. I will never forget when we had our old setup and was interviewing Somos over there.
Yeah.
And he said he was making $100,000 while still being in college.
Yes.
And he said, hey, I looked at the numbers. I need to be making more money. His superior, who he reported to, he said, if I gave you any more money, I would have to put you on suicide watch. He said that 3 years ago, and that shit still registers with me today. Because it's
the crazy part is, here's the crazy part. He said that, and it was bullshit. Now, while I agree, a young man of that stature that was getting that kind of bread at that time probably needs some chaperoning.
Yeah.
On the other hand, that's not your job. Your job is to pay me what I'm worth.
No, that's fair. That's 100% true.
And he was playing with that man.
Yeah. But I can say, as somebody who makes 6 figures now.
Don't talk to him like that. Like, I'm gonna edit that. I'm gonna bleep.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Why are you doing that?
Actually. But I'm like, yo.
This nigga makes $12.
I make $12 an hour. I make federal minimum wage, actually.
$12 mid.
But yeah, it's just I can imagine like how hard that is on somebody. And especially because like a lot of, like you said, a lot of people that are doing that, they come from nothing. And so now they have, not only are they making this amount of money, but now they're providing for everybody. And that's what Mike Beasley said. He said, I fucked up. I was trying to feed everybody because I felt fortunate. And I was like, nah, I should have been he said I should have been a little bit more selfish, but like, I can't help everybody, especially when niggas don't want to help themselves.
I just think we take a lot of this shit for granted, bro. Like,
We do. We
take it so much for granted where it's just like, oh, you can do it. Like you're fucking 20 and we're going to give you $10 million and you're on TV nationally every week. Cause like, again, I think the visibility that comes with being with the Cowboys
is a whole nother thing.
Is a lot different than being with the Browns.
Making $10 million in Minnesota is completely different than making $10 million while being a Dallas Cowboy.
Right. Now, it will cost you more to be in Dallas.
They don't have taxes. I mean, state taxes.
That's not what I meant. They may not have state taxes, but like the same apartment in Dallas versus like Cleveland, it's going to be different.
Yeah, you're right.
It'll be the exact same apartment. Same management company, same everything. Same proximity to the stadium. It could be all things even. It's going to cost more in Dallas.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But in us saying that, I'm saying that, you know, what it may look like to you in your city or in your town or in your jurisdiction, it didn't look like for him. He was playing with a lot of money for America's team.
You can't even fathom that.
I don't even think I could put the words together to get you to understand the amount of exposure he had, the amount of access he had and people had to him. And we don't know what he was going through late high school into college and how we got here. But I want to send prayers again to his family. I want to send prayers to his teammates. I want to send prayers to anyone who knew the good man Marshawn Kneeland. I hate that it ended this way.
Facts.
I pray for better for those in the future. And I don't see a joking matter in this, right? I see us trying to build up specifically.
People were joking about this?
No, but I know we get on our joke time.
Yeah.
I don't see nothing funny about this.
Oh, you're talking about when you say we, me and you.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
No, this shit is serious. And
I don't have a joke. Like normally I'll try to lighten the situation. I don't.
No, man. It's just
I just want to pray for the good people.
If you need to talk, please go talk. What do they say? Go talk to that lady. Go talk to somebody. Like,
anybody you can find that's talk toable.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So again, rest in peace to Marshawn Kneeland. Prayers to the family, friends, co-workers, relatives, all of the things.
His girl.
His lady. I will say in closing that I'm not comfortable with how all of the stories landed about this, but I don't want to muddy it, so I will wait and see.
Yeah. That's something you can do.
Yeah.
Because if you make your...
I don't want to jump out the window.
Yeah, if you make your inference and you're just way off, now you look crazy.
Exactly. And so we're going to wait. With that being said, I want to follow up on something we talked about a couple of weeks ago, the NBA gambling scandal. Damon Jones has been released on bail.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a lot of bail. I think the bail was $200,000, which means he had to put down 20.
Okay. I don't really know how bail works.
So there's bail and then there's a bail bond. A bail bond you can buy for 10% of the bail.
Mm-hmm.
So if the bail's $200,000, 10% of $200,000 is $20,000.
So, but do you have to pay the rest of the $200,000 like over installments?
Only if you go to jail based on that charge.
So, when niggas have like bails that be like $500,000, $700,000, they pay the $70,000 up front, and if they go to jail,
Yes.
And if they go to jail, they have to pay the rest of the bail?
Yes.
But how do you pay the rest of the bail if you're in jail?
They gonna place a long debit.
But the thing is, you're in jail, you're not making money.
You are.
How?
You have a job.
In jail?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right.
The laundry nigga, the lunch nigga, the license nigga,
and that's
license plate nigga,
and that's going towards your bail
and or books. One or the other.
See, that's why I don't need to be in there. But
so it's not at that point. If you're locked up, it's no longer going to your bail. It's going to your bond on your bail.
Yeah.
Because a bond is a promissory note.
Yeah, exactly. I get you. I get it. I get where it's going. I understand how it's working. Yeah, man. It's just there's nothing about that. I just can't get with. I just can't be in there.
I just think, this is exposing a larger thing, which is the leagues should not be accepting ad dollars from sports books.
Bro, ESPN.
All of them.
ESPN having a sports book is insane. Not only did they get out of their 10-year, $2 billion deal with Penn Gaming, they got out of that deal the morning of, and in that afternoon, around 1:00, I'm pretty sure they had Pat McAfee announce that they partnered with fucking DraftKings.
It's nasty work.
It's nasty. And then the ESPN owns a piece of the NFL.
It's nasty.
That's not right. That's not ethical.
But since you brought it up, let's just keep going. Let's get into our NFL sports roundup. I want to start with my Ravens. Won a 3-game. 1, 2, 3-game winning streak. All right. We're still not above 500. But Lamar's back. He could use some downfield targets. We don't have no receivers for real.
I got Zay.
We could use another. Because all we got is Derrick Henry and Zay.
And
Henry is crazy. Derrick Henry and Zay.
And Zay not taller than you.
That's my point. Right? So we could use a little more. The problem is most of the game for them is either Derrick Henry running or Lamar running. There's not enough downfield threat to balance the offense. We're going to be okay.
Is Isaiah likely back? I know he was hurt. I don't know if he's back.
I don't think he's back yet. I don't think he played last game.
But either way, man.
No, he didn't.
You're missing out on something important.
I'm not done.
Okay.
Well, maybe. Go ahead.
The New York Jets, man.
I knew you was going to completely shift
The New
gears.
York Jets.
You were next, nigga. You couldn't even let me get my moment off.
No.
Fuck you and Max B.
Because
that's your twin.
Here's I gotta lock my hair up now.
Like, why is your hair even braided right now?
Man, here's the thing, man.
Get the motherfucker. Hey.
I'm gonna get wavy. Don't worry. But here's the problem. Well, it's not a problem. It's a good thing. A few weeks ago, everybody was in my DMs. People I haven't been talking to in 2 or 3 years, sending me this little kid crying. Oh man, I hate the Jets. Yes, I still do hate the Jets because they put me through a lot of turmoil that is not necessary. My blood pressure be up.
I hate you and I love you at the very same time.
Yeah, but we on a 2-game winning streak. My DMs is quiet. What's going on? Where everybody at? What we talking about? It's all fun and games. We could keep, and guess what? We play on Thursday.
It's all fun till the rabbit got the gun.
Exactly. We play on Thursday. Let us beat the Patriots.
Oh, y'all the Thursday night game?
Let us beat the Patriots on Thursday.
You niggas beat the Patriots
on Thursday.
It's up.
I'm coming here talking shit.
If y'all beat the Patriots on Thursday, Monday, I'm gonna press record and walk off set.
I'm gonna have a 20-minute dialogue.
I know. And it's gonna start the show. It's not even gonna be y'all not getting no music commentary, no marketing. It's starting with a 20-minute Young Mitchell diatribe.
I'm gonna get Jordan to come down from New York and be like, hey, I need you for 20 minutes.
I'll phone the nigga and put it on screen with you, but I'm walking off.
Yeah, man. Listen, 2-0. And everybody was like, oh, y'all traded your best players. Y'all did it. Yes, we did. And you know what? I'm going to miss Sauce. I'm going to miss Quentin Williams. But guess what? We still have to move forward, right? And guess what we're doing? We're moving forward. We own Ohio. We beat Cincinnati. We beat Cleveland.
Talk about it.
We the Ohio Jets. For real.
Ooh, he talking crazy. He talking crazy. Wouldn't let me talk about my Ravens, but he talking crazy.
Because people respect the Ravens. People don't respect my team.
That's true, too, because y'all be losing.
We do. But guess what? We winning now.
Yeah.
It's a win streak.
Yeah.
Everybody hit me every week. Man, the Jets lost again. I feel bad for you. Why aren't you here when I'm happy? We won twice.
Because they don't love you, nigga.
I'm just saying, man.
Hey.
And we had Max B out there.
Yeah.
You think we're gonna lose with Max B out
there?
Not
the Wave God.
Well, nah,
you
man.
can't lose in front of the Wave God.
And it was cloudy, so it was gonna get a little wavy.
He talking.
Come on, man.
Listen.
Come on, man.
The other part is your Commanders.
I'm not a Commando. That's your team. You live right there.
Either.
You live right there.
You live that close too.
I did.
You too.
For a year.
Could have walked. It was more than a year, nigga. Fuck you.
It was 2.
Okay, all right. That's a little better. So
19 to 20.
The Commandos received a prolapse anus in front of Donald Trump. I say prolapse anus, and young Mitchell looked at me like, nigga, what?
I had to.
You know what that is?
Yes.
Okay.
And I had to like just compute a little bit because I have not heard that phrase in a while. And I was like,
so now we're here.
yeah.
Did I lie?
You did not.
All right. So the Commanders got their asshole beat in to the point it is poking out.
Yeah.
By who was that did that to them?
Detroit.
The Detroit Lions. They got what was it, like a 25-30 burger?
No, it was 44-22.
So it was a dub.
Yeah.
A double burger.
20-piece nugget.
Yeah, 20-piece nugget is crazy. At home, in front of the president.
Well, the thing is, I knew they were going to lose when Donald Trump was pulling up. Second, Jaden Daniels not playing, and half their team is injured.
Jaden Daniels should have been playing.
Yeah, they should take
You gotta blame Dan Quinn for that.
Yeah, you got to take him out the game.
Nigga, it was fucking 4 minutes left. They down, what was it, 38-7? Why is this nigga, he's the franchise quarterback. Why is he in the game?
Dan Quinn had the over, bro.
Nah, fuck Dan.
He had the over.
I was fucking with Dan Quinn until then.
The thing
What
is,
are you doing?
Here's the real thing. Here's what
Talk
the real thing is. Last year might be a misnomer.
Who?
Misnomer for the Commandos. That 12-5, it's not real. That's a mirage. That shit not real, bro.
I'm not gonna say that because they haven't had Jaden enough games for me to make that conclusion.
Yeah, but nobody. I think this year is
Mariota's not bad.
Yeah.
I don't think he has the locker room the way that Jaden does.
Yeah, but their whole team is injured. Like it's just
Also that. So like, how can you make the statement?
Yeah. Lightning strikes once.
Yeah.
That was their
It should
lightning.
strike you.
No, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Now you earning it.
Don't do that.
Hey.
And before we leave out the sports section, we can't forget about my Hoyas.
Hoya Saxa.
We went into Maryland.
You went into Maryland. Mary's Landing.
Killed them niggas, bro.
It was bad on what was Saturday night?
Friday.
It was Friday. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Because I was paying attention and then my woman pulled up.
Yeah.
And then I said, fuck you, pal.
Started the game 11-0. 11-0?
Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, we switched to baloncesto, basketball.
Mm-hmm. That's good. I like that. But yeah, man, 11-0. We in there. And I'm just looking around.
She said,
yeah. And I'm just looking around. I'm in the stadium. I say, hey, y'all need to call a timeout. It's
getting bad.
It's getting bad. It's getting late early. Yogi Berra. And so
it's getting late early. It's crazy.
And I was like, yo, this shit is crazy. But yeah, man, great game. Our coach, Ed Cooley, he said something at the beginning of the year at Big East Media Day. He said, I like us this year. And so that's just been the mantra. So, great game against Morgan State. A shout out to the HBCUs, but gave them a 20 ball. We gave Maryland a 10-piece. We got some games coming up. Especially this game against Clemson, though, on Saturday. That's going to be the, like, you know how, like, yeah, you did it once, but let's do it again.
Do it again.
So Saturday's gonna be a big game for us. So let's see if we pull through. But I like our team. Shout out Malik Mack. Shout out KJ Lewis. Prince Nchua. I think that's how you properly pronounce his name.
Nchua.
Yeah, you came over from UConn. I'm not answering that. You came over from UConn. Yeah, telemarketers. Yeah, came over from UConn. Now he hooping. Like, it's just, I like this team, and they have us ranked 4th in Big East standings. We haven't been in the top 5, top 6 since fucking John Thompson III. Like it's a good time to be a Hoyas.
Let's talk about it. You know what I'm talking about? That's what's up.
Yeah.
I like it. With that being said, I think it's that time.
Hey, Monday.
You only get half a bar. You only get half a bar.
That's
You
not
only
the right
get
button.
half a bar.
It is Monday time. This week, on the middiest of Mondays, we got Westside Gunn. He's right back at the end of the episode. Hills Have Eyes 3.
Yeah.
Talk about it, King.
First off, 11 tracks, 25 minutes, 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Well within the BASSLINE Podcast.
Yes, sir, Ski.
Second, he had to change the album cover.
Because them people on his asshole.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. We had to change the album cover. I don't like it, but this is a really good project. The features are Benny, Stove, Rome Streets, who I still think has one of the best rap names in the game right now. I think that's such a good name.
You gotta roam the streets.
Yeah, Roam the Streets. And Brother Tom Sos. It's a really good album.
I won't say what I was about to say.
Yeah, it's a really good album. I fuck with it. I still like how he always puts his song titles in all caps.
I wish the parental advisory was in the bottom right, not the top left. And a little smaller.
On the new cover?
Yeah.
Yeah, it still needs to be a little smaller.
Smaller and lower.
It takes a lot of real estate. Yeah. The song I'm going to be playing this week is track 10 with Brother Tom Sos, Gus Smacker.
Let's get it. Tom Sos. You know what it is? The BASSLINE Podcast. Episode 286. Westside Gunn. Brother Tom Sos. Gus Smacker. Let's get right to it.
Yo, let's get one thing clear. Fuck these niggas and that's
CG on the production.
To your ears. For years, my style been copied and stolen from my peers. You sloppy. The G63 Grand Edition looking boxy. Probably on the boulevard. Came from behind the Range Rover. Shot at least 100 bullets off. Spent too much time sweating over gas stoves. Ricky old man put the sharp nose to his dome. I seen this OG cry when he see me. He said he's so proud when he see me on the TV. I used to show him love 320s for the 50. And then he left the ride 2 banks in Poughkeepsie. My homie been home 2 years, still burn. All he wears green Dickie sets with his Huck shirt. Connect set. He got enough work to get a studio in. Blow your head off, take it for a souvenir. Held it down on the graveyard shift. Made a wish if I could get through 1,000 squares and I'ma quit. Ain't coming from those the ones that got the stomach flip. That's why I keep a rubber grip for the sucker shit. The April Save Nation, yay scraping. My nigga just got a 20-year pay vacation. She said I smell good, it tastes amazing. I told her bitch fly guard the greatest.
I've been picking up pieces of broken promises, hot like water for chocolate. I'm the light that's worth the common sense. You niggas need to use your common sense. Don't chase no bitches, cause I promise you they gon' be with $1 spent, and that's worth to Gustavo. So every day I make money and pray I be the one to make the change for generations on the way. I ain't the same as these niggas, I can't explain it, but I feel like Joey Crack off the Remy. I'm on the way up, I'm on my way up. Fly as a motherfucker, I just pray I stay up. I seen too many niggas fall from the top. I'm the future, perfect timing like the ball when it dropped. Tell them free all of my niggas getting calls from the box. Break my heart, reminisce when we was all on the block. Play my part, made it out. And as hard as this shit is, they think I took the easy route. I'm appalled why you doubt. This is God, I'm Jesus walking on water. Peter beefing with Paul. This David running from Saul. This worker turning to boss. This hunger being dissolved. Our money problems are solved, nigga. For real.
First of all, we live.
Welcome to Raw is
Superfly guy.
Yeah, sir. That shit is called Gus Smacker, Westside Gunn, Brother Tom, So Salted Project, Heels Have Eyes 3. Young Mitchell selection. Good job.
Thank you, man. Great rapping throughout the album. That song, I just really like that production. And Westside, like, you know how he usually like talks? He rapped a little bit more on this track.
Okay.
For me. And Brother Tom Sos did his thing.
Tom Sos is dope. He needs the other stuff.
He needs an actual project. That's really what it's holding him back.
Yeah, nah, that'll do it.
And we need some more Westside Pootie. Where's she been at?
She growing up, man. She don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta remember, like, what Westside Pootie was doing when she was 5, that's a regular to her. So now she like,
I don't want to do this no more. I get
my
it.
dad raps. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. And y'all still broke.
And y'all still broke.
But yeah, I'm gonna give this a 3.8 album. I hate that he had to change the album cover, but you know, we talked about that earlier, so no need to open that up again. But yeah, 3.8 for Mid Mondays.
Okay. All right, so that was Mid Mondays. You bitch ass nigga. I just want to say that because in case you thought you wasn't a bitch ass nigga, because that's crazy. Like, if you a bitch ass nigga, stay there. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, don't switch sides.
No, you been a bitch ass nigga. You will be a bitch ass nigga, and you should stay a bitch ass nigga. With that being said, that was Mid Mondays. This has been the BASSLINE Podcast, episode 286.
We don't got Heat Check?
We did it.
Okay.
Broccoli City was the Heat
Yes,
Check.
okay, got you.
I go by the name of Capo. To the left of me is in Young Mitchell We Trust.
Hey man, I may have some extra eyes, but shout out to the Jets, man. Like, a 2-game.
I thought
This was gonna go crazy, but it was.
I thought you was about to give us bar. Like, I may have some extra eyes.
You know,
I'm seeing them.
You still haven't wrote my raps yet. That's the problem. I'm waiting on the raps.
Now that I know I'm sanctioned, nigga, your raps are gonna be filthy.
Downright deplorable.
Big bubble booty bitches over bottles of Chris.
I do. You know what's funny is I do want a bottle of Cristal.
Yeah.
Do they still make those?
Big booty bitches over bottles of Chris.
I do want a bottle of Cristal. Like, where can we get that from? Do they still make that? Is that still in production?
Yeah, you can Cristal.
Let's do that one day. Let's have Cristal.
It's not Cristal. It's Cristal.
Yeah, niggas thought I was drinking beer. It's Cristal.
It's Cristal. Back when I thought niggas thought I was drinking beer, I was drinking K beer.
I don't even know what that is.
It was a cider beer back in the day that niggas didn't know about, and they came in like pretty big bottles. Not this size. It was like double this.
So it was a cider.
It was a cider beer.
So you was drinking Orchard.
It was
apple.
before Angry Orchard. I didn't know what Angry Orchard was to be dejected. And then Angry Orchard came around. I was like, I'm not drinking this anymore.
Yeah, that's just spicy orange juice.
Yeah, don't do that. You get the fuck out of here. With that being said, this has been the BASSLINE Podcast, episode 286. I go by the name of Capo. To the left of me is none other than my brother and Young Mitchell We Trust.
Yeah. Shout out to the Jets. Shout out to the Hoyas. The Wizards, they're gonna win the game, but we don't need them to win too many games so we can keep our draft pick. So, but the young Bulls are improving, so that's all that matters. And we have $100 million in cap space. Oh, we're gonna get somebody. I don't know who. I don't know who, but I like our GM. So
let's do it. With that being said, this has been the BASSLINE Podcast, episode 286. I'm Capo. That's Young Mitchell. Young Mitchell, as we do it this time every week, can you tell them people what to do?
Close them doors.
You know it.
Step back, doors closing.
Yeah. First of all, we live. Hell no. these niggas feel. It's killer be killed. So it ain't no squash in the beef, you still a be killed. Digger be filled, put you in and it will be filled with dirt on top of the box. These murders not gonna stop. That's certainly how we rock.
First of all, we live.